Today I am going to teach you graphical method from the chapter Game Theory. In this video we will see graphical method with the help of one example and selection criteria for graphical method. This is the first problem from the graphical method. So welcome to my YouTube channel Mechanical Engineering Management. Like, share and subscribe. So first of all, let's see selection criteria for graphical method. So let's see the steps of the game theory problem, and here you can see the graphical method. So from that at least you can conclude that if your payoff matrix is 2 by n or m by 2 matrix, then you can apply the graphical method. So the selection criteria is same for graphical method as well as method of subgame. So in short we can say methods to solve 2 by n or m by 2 game problems. 2 by n, that means one player having two strategy and another player having more than two strategy. Similarly you can understand over here. So basically there are two methods for 2 by n or m by 2 matrix, method of subgame and graphical method. In earlier video we have seen method of subgame. So now today we are going to discuss about graphical method. So let's take the description of the problem. Find out the optimal strategies and value of gain using arithmetic method, and this payoff matrix is given to you. Now observe here carefully. Our objective is to find optimal strategies and value of gain. But here see carefully, the name of the method is arithmetic method. Although here we are going to discuss about graphical method. So try to understand what should be the selection criteria of the graphical method and what is the selection criteria of the arithmetic method. So later on we will discuss how can we apply the arithmetic method in the graphical method. Here the game is between player A and B. Player A having two strategy A1 and A2. Player B having 5 strategy B1, B2, B3, B4 and B5. And this one is the payoff matrix. So first of all see the steps of the game theory problem. Here you can see first step is the write the payoff matrix. So payoff matrix is given to you. Now next apply maximin and minimax principle. So now I am going to apply maximin and minimax principle to this payoff matrix. And you know that maximin principle is always for player A and minimax is always for player B. Maximin, that means maximum value out of all minimum values. So first I am going to find the minimum values from each row, that is called as row minima. So here the minimum value is 1. And here also the minimum value is 1. And now according to maximin, select the maximum value from all minimum values. So here both the values are same and minimum. So I encircle over here. Now I am going to apply the minimax principle. That means minimum value out of all maximum value. So first I am going to find the maximum value, that is called as column maxima from each column. So here 4 is the maximum, here 7 is the maximum, here 8 is maximum, here once again 7 is maximum, here 5 is maximum. Now minimum value out of all maximum value. So here this one is the minimum. And look at this maximin value and minimax value are not same. And so that we can say there is no saddle point. And so that you can't directly find the value of gain as well as the optimal strategies. But at least you can conclude over here that the value of gain must be in between these two values. So no saddle point. So it is called as mixed strategy problem. If saddle point is there, then we can say it is a pure strategy problem. And our conclusion is the value of gain must be in between these two values. That means maximin and minimax value. So once again revise the step. So here we can say there is no saddle point. and so that you have to ask one more question. Is it 2 by 2 matrix? So here you can see this one is 2 by 5 matrix. So obviously your answer is no. So next you have to apply the dominance rule and try to reduce the size up to 2 by 2. If it is not possible, then you can reduce the size up to 2 by n or n by 2. So now I am going to apply the dominance rule. But look at carefully over here. No row or column can be eliminated with respect to others. And so that we can say dominance rule is not applicable. If you want to see in details about the dominance rule, then you can refer my earlier videos of dominance rule. So exactly you can understand why the dominance rule is not applicable over here. Now next, after dominance rule, once again you have to ask the question, is it 2 by 2 matrix? So see over here. Here dominance rule is not applicable. So your final payoff matrix is still 2 by 5. So we can say it is not 2 by 2 matrix. So next step, is it 2 by n or n by 2 matrix? So here you can say 2 rows and n columns. So we can say it is 2 by n matrix. And so that you can solve the problem by either graphical method or method of subgame. So now I am going to apply the graphical method to this payoff matrix. You can follow in the examination either by graphical method or by method of subgame. But whatever it may be the method that you are going to follow in the examination, you have to write the name of that method. So here I am going to apply the graphical method. That's why I have written over here by graphical method. And this is our given data. So I have written as it is payoff matrix. Now first you have to list down B strategies because of player B having more than 2 strategies. So list out over here the strategies of B player. Next, if we assume that probability of first strategy of player A, that means A1, is P, then obviously you can understand that the probability of second strategy of player A, that means A2, is 1 minus P. Because of you know that always sum of this probability is 1. So according to that, I can list out an expected payoff, and that is very simple. 4 into P plus 2 into 1 minus P. Similarly, next 2 into P plus 7 into 1 minus P. Similarly, for third strategy of B player, 1 into P plus 8 into 1 minus P. Similarly, you can find the remaining values. Now next column. I have simplified over here nothing else, and so that you will get this one. Next, if I put P is equal to 0 in this equation, then I will get 2. Similarly, P is equal to 0, then I will get 7. So that you can understand this one. If I put P is equal to 1 in this equation, then you can say 2 into 1, that means 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. Similarly, put P is equal to 1 in this equation, then you will get 2. So it is very simple. Now next, this is the given data, and we have discussed this table in earlier slide, and I have written over here first, third, fourth and fifth column only. So if you look at carefully, then this P is equal to 0 column, that is actually the second row, and P is equal to 1 column, that is exactly the first row. So don't waste the time for that also. Directly you can write like that from this value. This is only understanding why we have written expected payoff for B1 strategy. That I have actually explained over here. But if you don't want to waste the time in the examination, then directly you can write these rows in the form of column. But keep in mind that P is equal to 0, that is your second row, and P is equal to 1, that is your first row. Now next, First draw the two vertical lines. The distance between two vertical lines you can take randomly anyone. And right over here this line represent as p is equal to 0 and this line represent as p is equal to 1. Now see over here all these values and find out the minimum value and maximum value. So here you can see the minimum value is 1 and maximum value is 8. So based on that you can select the scale. So here I can select the scale from 1 to 8. So whatever it may be the minimum line, that should be the bottommost value. The maximum line should be the topmost value. And that should be the same for both the lines. Now locate these two on p is equal to 0. So it is over here. Then 4 on p is equal to 1 line. So it is over here. Join these 2 points. That represent first strategy of B player, that means B1. So I am going to write over here it is B1. Similarly, the second strategy of B player, that means B2 strategy. And here 7 on P is equal to 0. So locate over here 7, then 2 on P is equal to 1. So it is over here. Join these two lines and that represent as B2 strategy. Next 8 and 1. So 8 is here. Next 1 is here. Join these 2 points. That represent as B3 strategy. Next for B4 strategy 1 and 7. So here it is 1 and here it is 7. Join these 2 points and that is B4 strategy. Next last B5 strategy 5 and 3. 5 and here it is 3. Join these 2 points that represent as B5. Now look at the very important note. For player A, maximum criteria is to be selected. And here you can see player A having 2 strategies. So here player A has 2 strategies, so that you have to select the maximum criteria. If player B has 2 strategies, then you have to select the minimax criteria. So keep in mind that this is very important point. Once again I repeat, here you can see player A has 2 strategies, and so that you have to select the maximum criteria. If the player B has 2 strategies, then you should follow the minimax criteria. So here in our case, player A has 2 strategies, and so that we have to apply the maximum criteria. And you know that maximum, that means maximum value out of minimum value. So here this is the 2 common region and this one is the minimum region. So first I am going to locate minimum value, and from that I have to select the maximum. So these are actually 4 vertices. Out of these 4 vertices, this one is the maximum, that means topmost point. And so that you can say it is a maximum point. So it is a lowermost portion, that means it is called as minimum value. And from that maximum value, that means topmost value. So this point is known as the maximum point. If it is a minimax criteria, then maximum region is this one and minimum point is this one. It is the intersection of B3 and B1 strategy. So I am going to write this one is the intersection of B1 and B3. So you can see in your final payoff matrix there are only B1 and B3 strategy for the B player. So this is your final payoff matrix. So now once again revise the step. Here I can solve the problem by either arithmetic method or algebraic method. So here it is actually the combination of 2 methods. First we have applied the graphical method, and with the help of that we have reduced the size of the matrix from 2 by n or m by 2 to 2 by 2. And then I can apply the arithmetic method or algebraic method. But here in our description it is written that you have to apply the arithmetic method. So I am going to apply now arithmetic method. And for arithmetic method, you know that you have to find the difference first. So keep in mind that for the arithmetic method, always you have to find the difference. And so that you can remember the steps of the arithmetic method. So here the difference from first row is 3 and you have to write in the opposite side, that means near to the row 2. Then here the difference is 6 and you have to write near to the first row. So keep in mind that your difference is always you have to write in the opposite direction. Similarly, I can find the difference for column. So here it is 2 and you have to write near to column 2. Here it is 7. Now you have to find the probability. And it is very simple. 6 by sum of these two. That means 6 by 9, and so that you can say it is 2 by 3. Here it is 3 by sum of these two. That means 3 by 9. And if you simplify, then you can say it is 1 by 3. Similarly, I can find the probability for the column. 7 by sum of these two. That means 7 by 9. Here 2 by sum of these two. That means 2 by 9. Now find the value of gain. So I have focus on these two columns, and based on that I can find the value of gain. That is 4 into 2 by 3 plus 2 into 1 by 3. So here you can see. And if you simplify, then you will get 10 by 3. If you want to see in detail about, especially for arithmetic method, then you can refer my earlier video of arithmetic method also, where I have explained each and every terms in detail. Now next, I can write the optimum strategies for both the player A and B. So here you can see in original problem, A player having only 2 strategies. So I can write the optimal strategy for player A, and here you can see probability for A1 strategy is 2 by 3 and for A2 strategy it is 1 by 3. Now I am going to write the optimal strategy for the B player. So here you can see B player having 5 strategies. So I am going to write over here, and here you can see in final payoff matrix only player B wants to follow B1 and B3 strategy only with probability 7 by 9 and 2 by 9. So here you can see first and third strategy with probability 7 by 9 and 2 by 9. And remaining probabilities are 0. If you want to see more videos on operation research, then subscribe my YouTube channel and go to playlist. Thanks my dear friends. Keep watching. Press the like button to appreciate this video.